Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're at the first direct arena Leeds. Eddie, this rematch did not disappoint, did it?
Sensational fight. I mean, the first round was better than the entire last fight, and huge respect to both. I thought it was a very close fight. I had Jack Catterall winning the fight, 7-5, 8-4 maybe, but I thought the scorecards were very wide. As
Or scorecards?
Was it 116, 112? Yeah, I can see it.
117, 111 as well.
Yeah, that was wide. I can't see that at all. I mean, I know that some people had it wide to Jack. I didn't. I thought that he dominated the first 6-7 rounds. Josh won 8, 9, 10, came back out of nowhere. Big 11th for Jack, which was really important. I had him edging the 12th, but had done enough in the early part of the fight with 11 as well to bank the fight, in my opinion, after 7 rounds. But, sometimes when it's a wide scorecard, you talk about that rather than how good the fight was and the deserved winner, which for me was Jack Catterall.
At times, Catterall looked like he really hurt Josh. Did you ever think a stoppage was close?
I mean, he buzzed him a lot. Like the heavy shots, it's important to remember about the fight, the heavy shots came from Jack Catterall. Yeah. Josh Taylor threw a lot of punches, but Jack was nice and calm in there. He was boxing well, nice shell at times. He got tired in 8, 9, 10, and Josh was brilliant to come back because after 7, when Josh's eye was closing up, I really felt that he could go on and stop him. And Josh showed tremendous heart. 11 was a really big round because the momentum was with Josh Taylor. And I thought they were both sensational. It was a brilliant fight. It was a brilliant atmosphere. A great example of boxing skill, heart, guts, chin, everything. And both should be proud. Great night.
Whilst it was a massive win for Jack, it wasn't for the Undisputed. It wasn't for a world title. So is it trilogy or is it world title?
For me, it doesn't really matter now. I feel like Jack should have been Undisputed Champion a couple of years ago. He wasn't. So, of course, he wants to go on and try and win a world title. As a promoter, you know that when it's 1-1, the rubber match, especially after a night like that, is absolutely huge. But it's going to be up to Jack. Got to look at the money, got to look at the opportunities, got to look at what's there in terms of world title shots as well. And, see what the next step is. But a massive win, obviously, for his career tonight. Your
stable in the 140-pound division is very deep. So when you speak to Jack, it will be that world title, won't it?
Yeah, but you got to see what's available. Subriel Matias has got a mandatory against Richardson Hitchens, if he even comes through Liam Paro. Devin Haney's got a mandatory against Sandor Martin. Teofimo Lopez is fighting Steve Claggett. And
thoughts on that?
No disrespect to Steve Claggett, he's a tough guy, but it's an awful mismatch. So, but anyway, obviously if there's not a world title fight there and Jack wants to fight in, I don't know, whatever it is, September, October, maybe we look at number 3.
Got to speak about Bob Arum. He takes the mic. I want to say it was a bit of a rampage he went on. He said never going to bring an American fighter to the UK again.
I mean, that's a shame. I mean, look, Bob's been around long enough to see all kinds of scorecards. And, he will probably say, as he said with Fury, I thought, and I would probably say the same thing. If I had it 7-5 to Jack Catterall and I was Josh Taylor's promoter, I don't mind telling you, I'd probably say I've had it a draw or I had it to Josh Taylor. But it was a pretty close fight. The problem was the scorecard. So if you feel like that, Bob's 93. He don't give a fuck. He don't care what you think, I think, the millions watching around the world. He wanted to get on the mic and have a little spiel, and he did. So respect to him. He knows he's boxing. I agree with him. But I don't agree that Josh Taylor won the fight. I don't think many people feel that. But I do feel like the scorecards are wide.
Look at this quick photo that I've been shown. Here we go.
Take time, mate.
Sorry, mate.
He's a character. We need characters in boxing and in life,
Very quickly, just to run down the rest of the card. Chev Clark, in what was a close fight, I thought, up until the stoppage, but brilliant stoppage.
Yeah, I thought Chev looked a little bit flat. I think, Zorro was frustrating him a little bit. And then I wanted Chev to get into his rhythm and his flow because that's what he does really well. And once he did that, got the stoppage, new British champion after just 9 fights. I really enjoyed Cully Patera. It's back and forwards and good win for Cully. Paddy Donovan come through. A couple of tough rounds against Lewis Ritson to stop him. Visioli sensational. Liddard brilliant. Laley gets the rounds in. Of course, the main event steals the show. Unbelievable night. What an atmosphere, you know. And off we go to Riyadh.
Riyadh, finally, rolling back the years, the rivalry with Frank. Down the lins, what happens to Queensberry and the Warren stable?
We give them an absolute tonking in Riyadh. And we're coming off a big win here tonight. Obviously, a big win for Matchroom against Queensberry with Chev against Zorro. And I can't wait. 5 absolute humdingers. My heart is going to be beating out of my chest for every single session, second even, of that fight. We live and we breathe it, and we must win by all means next week.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.